The College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks Episode 4, Thursday, December 14th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today. We're also brought to you by the SGPN app. Yes, us. The SGPN app is completely free to download, and it is home to all your favorite SGPN podcasts, contests, and picks. Just type SGPN in the App Store or Google Play Store today and download America's #1 DGen app. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
What's up, everybody? This is Cameron Krog from Loyola Chicago Ramblers, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride. Shout out to the Broad Stop. Thank you, guys.
Experience Preview and Picks Episode 4, Thursday, December 14th. Yes. Scotty G in the chat already saying whiskey Colby is the best. Well, I'm gonna need one. That's actually vodka Colby tonight, but yeah, I need it tonight after. Didn't have the greatest night tonight, but you know, they can't all be winners. They can't all be winners. I got someone DM me, "You fucking idiot! You were 3-7 tonight," and I said, "No, I was not. I was 4-7." Look, you gotta know. If you're gonna talk shit, at least have the facts straight. All right, have the facts straight. Yeah, tough night tonight. Couple of real. I mean, one beat was brutal for me. One beat specifically was fucking brutal for me. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
Nobody knows nothing.
Somebody knows. Double the price, but no one touches Dundee.
You know, you guys did talk me into one that I'm going to talk a lot of shit about. Or maybe it was just you, Mac. I'm not sure. Maybe it was you in the chat. It's about time I start holding the chat accountable for when they try to sway me. All right. I am joined. Shout out to Tommy B in the chat. We used to have Tommy Lee in the chat. I don't know what happened to him, but Tommy B's in there now, and he's maybe Tommy Lee got arrested again. But yeah, shout out to Tommy B who gave us $10 here. Appreciate you. Appreciate the whole fucking chat as always. You guys are fantastic. And I kid, you know what I mean? The shit talking it's acceptable on a shitty night. It's acceptable. I am joined by my co-host. He did not have a shitty night. I don't even know what his record was, but I know I felt like everything he played hit. Give it up for, well, except for the one that I bet on. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, host of the Big 12 College Experience, which you should be subscribed to, host of the Ryan and Rush Show, which you should be subscribed to. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, aka Moneyline. Mac, how you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. It was a winning night, and you know, the more and more the show grows, the more and more the shit talkers come in, crushing me. Little brother doesn't work. There's no such thing as little brother. Not so fast, my friend. I saw little brother in the Windy City pop up in Big Ten country. Hello, Cougars.
100%. Little brother got after it hard.
Oh,
they were like a hobo on a ham sandwich. They were going hard.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, big night. I know you had some fire plays, buddy. I was sitting there, had to do some football podcast, but I was sitting there watching on the bottom screen in the studio, and I was like, this son of a bitch is hitting all of his bets. Well, then I was like, well, better him than neither of us. So there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna start things off with the bang. Could have punched someone in the office today when I saw Incarnate Word somehow not cover this game. And not only not cover, they lost by 23 points. I don't know that I've ever seen a game where a team won by 20 plus. Rice should have won the game, but it shouldn't have been a 23 point fucking win. All right. Maybe you even still, I'll even say, okay, have the cover, but no, this was what was this at halftime? Where the fuck are my notes? This is a 3-point game at halftime. Yeah. 3-point game at halftime. I feel like it was anyone's game. And the Rice Owls turn it on rebounding wise. Incarnate Word, get the fuck out of here. Go back to San Antonio. Do me a favor and never play basketball again, you fucking losers. All right? You're a bunch of fucking losers. You learn how to box out in fucking 3rd grade. All right? I don't care how tall. Charles Barkley was only 6'4", you fucking idiots. All right? He could rebound. All right? Box out. Watching this game in the studio, fucking terrible fucking team. Everyone should be cut. Never play the fucking sport again, you fucking losers. All right, take up something else that you'll fucking suck in life at. What'd you make of this one?
Yeah, Incarnate Word hung in there. Like Rice was so much bigger than them, and they kind of just wore them down. The kids, I'm saying it was the kids that got the Rice Owls over the finish line. They pushed them across recess. Extended an extra 10 minutes, got them across the finish line. Thank you, kids.
Absolutely ridiculous. Hey, those kids, hey, fuck off too. All right. How about that? All right. Go learn something, you fucking losers. All right. You're not going to learn anything from watching that fucking game, but with the exception of you doing nothing with your fucking life, because if you keep watching games like that, you're going to be doing nothing with your fucking life. Get out there, do some shit that's important for the fucking world. All right. Like boxing out. Box out. Learn how to fucking box out. Hi. Fucking losers. This fucking that game frustrated the shit out of me, man.
It's because everybody saw every second of the game. That's why it was a standalone game.
I feel like that's like, yeah. I mean that I'm sure that plays a role, but it was just like I don't think they're 23 points better. I really don't believe that.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, fundamental shit. Just handle it. Write it. Anyway, nice win. Nice lock battle win, you piece of shit. All right.
Hey, at least you went off the next one because it could have been 0-2.
Well, you talking about Regent and Howard? No, I'm joking.
No, not that one. I did see that game though. It was not very good.
I did back off this one, and that was mainly because of the potential suspensions. The SeaWolves, Moneyline Mac locked up the SeaWolves. One of the wilder plays of the night, but they came through for you. I can't find my sound drop here, but damn it, it's out there in the universe somewhere. Nice. There we go.
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
They can coexist peacefully as the SeaWolves, which I am. That is a fish, folks. That is not. That is not what you think it is. What'd you make of this game, man?
Yeah, I felt like actually Norfolk probably should have won the game. They kind of controlled the first half, and then all of a sudden the SeaWolves went on a nice second half surge. This is a painful one to watch. They weren't covering until about the 8-minute mark and just grinded it out. So thank you, SeaWolves, for getting it done for me. Give me 2-0 on the day.
There we go. North Alabama beat the shit out of Charleston Southern. We were both wrong on that, but we didn't bet it. But we did bet this one. The Big Green. Fucking Dartmouth getting it fucking done against Boston U. Right out the gate. This one, they got a nice little cushion out the gate. Had a 6-point lead at halftime, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
Nice win for the Big Green. We were all over that one. I could talk shit about this one. Yeah, told you, motherfuckers. No, I'm joking. What'd you make of this one?
Yeah, no, I had Dartmouth and Stony Brook right next to each other. I think they both were nursing about a 5-point lead with like 5 minutes left. And I'm just like, what am I doing right now? Rooting for Dartmouth and fucking Stony Brook. I said, we are so back on this show right now. Yeah, good win, Dartmouth. Way to get across the finish line. They jumped on Boston. I thought Boston might be able to backdoor, but Dartmouth was able to grind it out at the end, make the free throws.
We were on the right side of Marshall with the 9 points against Toledo. I thought about betting this, didn't do it. Unfortunately, I added a late lock. That was maybe the worst pick of the night. App State Queens. We bet on Queens.
Fuck, man.
Dude, this was a 6-point game. This was like a 5 or 6 point game with like a couple minutes left here.
Hey, this one hurt. This one hurt, and I'm going to make this bet every single time this year too. I know it lost tonight. Queens spotted them 15 points to start the game. They went down 17-2. They were the better team after that, but you got to give App State credit, man. Every time Queens came at them, got it to 6 or 7. Boom, boom, back-to-back threes. Like, App State's for real. And you know what? Their fans traveled from Boone tonight. That place was on fire. That place was packed. It really wasn't a home game for Queens. I did not see that coming. So good win, App State. I will still make that bet every time with the home dog, with a overinflated team coming in, catching 6 points.
I agree. I would make that bet every time. Noah, you too?
Every time.
Based on the spot, yes. Also, like I was not high on this App State squad, mainly because they brought a lot back from last year that shot a 63% from the free throw line. Tonight, 89%. So this team has been playing very good at the beginning of the season. I think they're shooting around 71%.
It's easy to see a tide turn.
It
is easy to see a tide turn. They're actually shooting pretty good at the line. So if that's able to change this year, this team is going to be consistently good.
You know what I would not bet every time.
No. I know what you're talking about. I hate this fucking team.
I will never bet the airport again. All
Fuck
right?
them.
Oh
Fuck
my
them.
God.
What a bunch of
FIU,
cowards.
Florida Atlantic. I know most are thinking that tailed us. They're thinking,
The fuck is that? Shit!
I mean,
That's a
34
joke.
point loss.
Never had a shot.
34-point loss.
Does the end of that soundbite sound like Terrell?
The fuck is that? Shit!
A little bit.
Is that just a token racist thing to say? It sounds just like, it sounds like a black guy saying
No,
shit.
I have no idea what that soundbite's from. That's the first time I've heard the shit part. And I feel like I hear him say that all the time.
And I'm sorry, that wouldn't be racist. That would just be, that the racist would actually be hate behind it. But it's just saying, you're just saying it. It sounds like another black guy. That's what you're saying, essentially.
Yeah.
Sounds like a black guy.
No, he canceled himself.
Yeah, he left. He left. All right, folks.
Back to the drywall.
It's not racist. You're just stereotyping. That's okay. Look, I need sunblock everywhere I fucking go in the world. I'm an Irish guy. All right. That's essentially what you're saying is you're very white, Colby. You know what I mean? Like you're just stereotyping. You're stereotyping. You know what I mean?
Like Sean Bradley.
Yeah. No, I'm probably even worse than Sean Bradley because at least he went on some of those missions to fucking, El Salvador or some shit like that where your skin gets used to it. I feel like me, I'm just fucked. I'm fucked. I'm serious. You got. I live here at the beach. I'm the only fucking guy with the ski mask on at the beach. You know what I mean? Like you got to do that. Got to do that.
The airport's bad. Back to reality. Last year they were so much better. Last year they hung with FAU. Last year, the Final Four team, they were dog shit right from the beginning, and everybody's giving me shit for fading FAU. It worked last week. If they keep laying 20 points, I'm probably gonna pick against them. They're overinflated right now. I know they're really fucking good, but everybody's betting them. They're not going to keep covering every single game. I'll play the percentages on that.
Yeah.
What's that smell? What's that smell? You stink.
That is FIU basketball. I didn't bet this. Yeah, Michael Huffer knows. That's one of the greatest videos ever. I didn't bet this, but does this game make me mad? Yes. Little Cock 93, UTSA 84. Yeah,
I wrote this off as a loss because UTSA made like 9 threes in the first half, and I go, "What the fuck?" I said, "When did UTSA start making threes like this?" I said, "Well, Little Rock ain't covering this one. This is a loss for me." But hey, Little Cock grinds it out. Turned into Big Cock in the second half.
Fuck that team. All right, I don't like them. They all fucking suck. Darryl Walker, you were never good. No, I actually liked him back in the day. All right, I liked him back in the day before the knee pads. Not enough guards wearing knee pads these days.
They have talent, man. They have some good players. I know you hate them.
Yeah, I'm about to say, look, Darryl Walker gets a pass. The rest of the team, fuck you. All right, the rest of the team, fuck you. Murray State, there we go, racers.
Beauty, baby.
Dude, at one point they were down a decent chunk though, and I was a little nervous, but the Racers riding out. Look, you throw enough shit against the wall, some of these bets are gonna fucking hit. What'd you make of this game, dude?
Yeah, so like this is where I wish like they would spread the games out a little bit. Start with some at 5 Eastern, like so we can get some more standalone eyes because this game got kind of lost. Like Mississippi State had 55 points at half, and I'm like, oh my god, they're making every shot
couldn't miss
again.
A shot in the first
just like
half.
Tulane.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Murray went on a run. Murray maybe should have won the game. They had a 1-point lead with like a minute left, and then Mississippi State found a way to win.
Noah, what'd you make of Chris Jans getting a big win against the Racers?
I mean, Murray State was even without a starter here today. It was Sean Walker without their 4-man. But Mississippi State shot 78% from the field and only won this game by 4.
Wait for the game?
Yes.
That's wild.
Like not on non-3-pointers. They were 78% from the field.
That's alarming.
That's pretty wild. You guys, no, just you. You got cute. Tried to tell you guys that doesn't matter. As long as it's in Alabama, Auburn's going to have a home crowd. As long as it's not Tuscaloosa.
Oh, this is me. I got cute.
This is the cocktail napkin value game.
No, this is my uncle played hockey at the building.
Yeah. And that hockey team doesn't exist anymore. And
got disbanded due to COVID, apparently.
And neither are your picks anymore, buddy. You're not allowed on the fucking show anymore. Get the fuck. No, I'm joking.
Cocktail napkin and I went 3-3 today. It was an okay day.
Yeah,
wasn't
but
the greatest. Wasn't the worst.
I would die for a 3-3 tonight. But anyway, no. I mean, this wasn't performance.
Yeah, this was not a good pick. This was never close.
Yeah.
So we got to start. It kind of hit me midway through the game. Asheville's a good team in their own league. They get fucked up by these high majors for some reason. I don't. And
understand. I would also say they don't seem to be the same as last year against even shittier competition. Like Wilmington drilled them. So, yeah, something to note. Alabama State did cover by a half. Well, it depends where you got that number. I think you covered no matter what. You might have pushed against LSU.
Thank God I didn't.
Yeah. Well, guess what? I bet UAB minus 11.5, and guess what? They won by 11. Fuck you, UAB, and God, what are you doing here? You're struggling. This was a tie game at halftime. What's going on in Birmingham? You got
don't know, man.
Penetrobe Stadium, that fucking USFL team. Now you played like a fucking USFL team today. What is this? I don't know. I guess we should have figured little brother could cover that. But man, just one more point and I'm home. No, I lose. That was the beat that bothered me the most. Actually, that or Rice. And I dub. I know Jelly Walker's gone, but still, it's Alabama fucking A&M. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I felt decent about that one. What'd you make of UAB? What do you make of UAB in general right now?
They're struggling. They lost 3 in a row before this one. So obviously good to get in the win column no matter what. It's a road game, but they'd hit a little bit of a rough patch, and they better figure some things out because they play Drake 1 week from tonight or from tomorrow night. So No time to feel sorry for yourself. They finish off with Drake and Asheville before they hit the new league, the AAC.
Yeah. We both locked up Southern Miss.
Noah, where you at?
I mean,
take your bow.
I mean, they only scored 48 points. Will Wade's defense it's already working. And Noah, you showed me this
strong ass defense.
You showed me this this clip, which had I been paying attention to the internet, I might have not bet on Southern Miss after seeing this clip.
So the cocktail napkin had this thing dangerously high. Like, I was very confident in this game going in. And then I go looking, because I made this for my TikTok. I go and put highlights over my picks, and I'm like, what is this? And it is just
the fuck is that?
That's a perfect soundbite, because now I'm gonna play it here.
YouTube.com/The College Experience, folks. I'll say this. I would have not known. I mean, look, I know what Will Wade looks like, but with all that shit on his face and then the cowboy hat, I would have not known if McNeese didn't stamp that. I'd be like, what the fuck am I watching here? Like, it just looks like a shitty Nicolas Cage movie these days. You know what I mean? Like
Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Strong ass offer, Will Wade. Well, his team must have accepted that strong ass offer because they drilled Southern Miss by 19. Your thoughts, Mac?
They're good. They got some athletes, man, and they're going to get some more reinforcements because they got a bunch of guys. They didn't play tonight because there's still clarity that needs to be had that are second-time transfers. So they're going to get some more depth here coming soon. They're by far the favorite in the Southland.
Yeah.
They might run the table in the Southland because, like, the team that we thought we could be the runner-up or at least challenge them was Southeastern Louisiana, and
he might be coaching Louisville next year.
He should.
I mean, I think he's coaching LSU next year if LSU doesn't get their shit together. Like, LSU just call him right back up.
There was a point tonight where I saw LSU struggle with Alabama State. McNeese drilled Southern Miss, and I'm like, oh man.
What could have been.
Strong ass offer will bring it right back.
This is like, he was not doing anything like illegal now that he was then. Then he was paying players over, gotten caught over wiretap. Now paying players is legal. Like, I literally
but he also didn't let the university investigate him.
I mean, who does? Look at all the other fucking.
Well, no.
He's crooked. He's definitely crooked.
What are you talking about? There's a difference, man.
I fucking love it. That's what I'm saying, Mac.
The other coaches let the university do it. He was just like, no. He wouldn't answer the fucking university. It was great. Like, they're calling. He's like, I'm not answering. I didn't get caught if I didn't fucking answer the phone. You know what I mean? You can't fire me if I don't answer the phone.
He's a winner.
We need Ole Miss versus McNeese State in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
Yes.
Second chance U Bowl. Chris Beard versus Will Wade.
Yes.
LSU's not getting there, so they need to play in the NIT.
You could win the SEC tournament. I'm saying Ole Miss. Yeah.
If they get Jalen Cook back, maybe.
Hold on.
Dude, LSU
on the point guard.
Hey, you fucking maniac. Yes.
Chris Beard coaches Ole Miss. He does not coach LSU.
Oh, you're talking about Ole Miss against McNeese?
Yes. I said Chris Beard versus Will Wade. Second chance U Bowl.
No, McNeese versus LSU would be better, but it's not going to happen. McNeese versus Ole Miss
ignoring me.
Yeah, McNeese would be like a 15 or 14 seed. Ole Miss is not going to be. That's not happening either.
All right, look. He never
Ole Miss
said
will
LSU.
be like 11 or 12 seed.
He never fucking said LSU.
Noah's like breaking down LSU and McNeese matchup. I said, no, Ole Miss and McNeese, because that, honestly, like, you're looking at trajectory, those two could match up in the first round.
I don't know. I think McNeese is probably going to be like a no way.
Not if McNeese runs the table.
In the South, it's still the Southland, and they didn't stack their schedule very well, like for quad one and quad schedule. 2 wins. I mean, the strong ass schedule's got 4 non-D1 wins.
Ole Miss could be a 5 seed. if they take care of business.
I think McNeese is like 13 seed ceiling. I really do.
Cocktail napkin numbers.
Over here just making up teams.
They play at Texas. No.
It's running through the algorithm. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Listen, you guys didn't listen to me yesterday when I was screaming they were my favorite pick, -5.5. So
the fuck is that?
The favor.
All right, get out of here now.
All right.
Shoot.
Come along with the snorks.
I'm sorry. Kind of pissed off a little bit. I wanted to bet Longwood, but I thought the line stunk. Longwood drilled Milwaukee.
I hate Longwood.
No, Milwaukee sucks, and we should have taken. I have a note saying, I have a notepad here, and it says Milwaukee's ass. Never bet Milwaukee. I didn't bet Milwaukee, but I just didn't touch the game. I should have paid attention to the note. But we did pay attention to this, and I got to apologize to you here. We both thought Chicago State would cover. We both locked that up. We both bet it. But you said money line, and I go, I don't know about money line. And I think I talked you off the money line. My apologies on that. But we did have the angle that the girlfriends would be going cross towns, and we hit on that. The Cougs of Chicago State getting it done. Can we just talk about this for a second? Because,
this is a horrible loss.
I want to give some straight great love. This guy needs to be involved in the space program here, and I'm talking about Gerald Gillian.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how? Remember when I don't even know if you were doing it with me 3 years ago when they were losing every game by like 100. This team has come a long way. I know their record's not great, but just the fact they're able to beat a Big Ten team.
Yeah. This
guy's fucking awesome. And everyone in Chicago should be giving him free fucking meals for the rest of his fucking time in that city. What a win. I mean, folks, if you do not remember, I'm trying to pull up their year by year record right now, which I'm failing miserably, but they have been horrible over the past few years.
Really bad. I saw a couple of tweets that said they were the worst D1 program of the 21st century by winning percentage.
Yeah. I mean, this win, I know it's Northwestern. I know, but Northwestern made the tournament last year. They could make the tournament this year. I know they were doing the car wash and the fucking flying squirrel. They're an easy school to make fun of because they're a bunch of fucking nerds, but I don't care. This is a Big Ten win. Milk it, baby. I wish I would have played the money line. That was my only regret. Did you actually play the money line, Mac?
I did. I got a little bit of it. I didn't bet a lot of it. I bet the shit out of +24. I mean, I was like, come on. Like, Northwestern's not covering back-to-back 24 lines after beating Purdue. Gerald and I were in the OVC together. He was at Tennessee Tech, and I was at Austin Peay. So we have a strong mutual friend. We got to get him on the show one day. So I'll work on that for the audience because we love Chicago State. And we kind of saw it last year in February. Yeah. They were picking off teams left and right. They played every game on the road. He's done an unbelievable job just giving this program any life. I mean, so shout out to Gerald. Chicago State, we'll get to game balls at the end, but they're the number one game ball once again, just like they were last year, time and time again.
You can also tell them to come on the show. Hey, bro, you guys are on YouTube. We're on YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
Like the other games are on YouTube. That's how they do it.
I mean, they might even bring Mac in to call some of the games. Who knows?
Oh yeah.
Um,
I'm the only one that came out on the money line tonight. I can tell you that. Nobody else did.
So here's the thing: like Colby and I, we had a lot of fun previewing Chicago State, If you want, go back and check that out during the Horizon League conference preview. And then like 3 days after that happened, the NCAA, like the dicks they are, come in and they rule the Booley twins ineligible. Now, Colby hasn't brought this up yet on the show. He was distracted with college football shows the entire day. So, Mac, you know a lot more about this than I do. There was a little ruling, a court ruling in West Virginia today. Are the Booley twins now going to be eligible for Chicago State? Because it's not because of transfer. It's because they made money in like overtime elite. However, this ruling today, reading some of the fine print, it just said the NCAA is in no right to ban kids' athletic eligibility. So that's wide. That's a big net that they're casting here. What's your opinion?
Yeah, I would think so. I obviously they're going to go December 27th. The NCAA just doesn't have any juice or anything to stand on anymore.
Well, they're so stupid. They're so stupid because once again,
because Chicago State beat Northwestern with 7 guys today, Mac.
Yeah. What's his name? Cardette's unbelievable. He had 30.
Any judge is going to sit there and look at, or any judge, I shouldn't say any judge because there's some fucking stupid fucking judges over time, but I'm saying any judge will say, wait a second, Musa Cisse is allowed to play.
Yes. Why isn't everybody else?
Yeah, Raekwon Battle or whoever is not. Why are they so inconsistent? Just have a rule set in stone, whether we agree to it or not. But them picking and choosing their battles sets them up to lose every time in court.
Yeah.
They're all going to be eligible.
Yeah.
They're all going to be eligible. There's no way that they're not going to be because, if they know it's going to be bad PR, they're just going to run for the hills like they always do because they're fucking cowards. They're like, all right, we'll go bully the volleyball team down the road and try and impose our power on them. That's what they do. They're idiots.
Covering college football and looking at the bowl games, I hope there is a solution to actually limiting how many times you can transfer.
I like the idea of the rule. I think all of the transferring is a bunch of nonsense. There's a couple of clauses that you could have in there with like situations to happen at the previous.
And you just have to be fucking consistent.
Yes.
You can't just pick and choose your battles here. It's just, they're stupid. They're so stupid.
So I retweeted a tweet from Jeff Goodman. He actually did a really good job compiling just some names off the top of his head of a lot of players that, could be on the court in the next 14 days during this temporary restraining order. It's convenient that there's just no good high major teams on this list. Pretty convenient.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm a West Virginia guy, but we'll talk about West Virginia down the road. Their resume starts tomorrow. I know they have 5 losses, but
which this is going to be madness.
Yeah, it makes the selection committee that much crazier because they lost games because they literally had 7 guys. It's the whole thing's fucked up.
Yeah,
because every team is going to be able to say this now. It's madness.
Yeah.
I mean, the downside. I've often argued that why I love college sports to pro is, I think you get a purer product of the game, but you also get the most unorganized. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, football, basketball, doesn't matter. Anything NCAA. And in a way, the unorganization, in my opinion, also saves the sport. Now, that doesn't mean I think it should be cleaned up, but I also think that unorganization over decades and decades of being unorganized is also what's helped save the sport. I don't know.
So I mean, I don't know if you wanted to go into this more, this decision, but
there's some big
what
names
I was going to say
this is going to impact.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of teams are getting impacted here. So Southern Miss came out and said they were very pissed off because they didn't know this was going to go down today. They didn't bring Andre Curbelo with them. So they were like, we would have fucking played him if we knew.
Yeah.
Well,
against
I mean,
McNeese.
there's a lot. There's a lot. I saw some football coaches complaining, saying, had we known this, we would have targeted different. They've already paid money to bring in transfers.
Yeah. And I'm going to find some quotes on this
fucked up process, man.
Yeah.
It's Oh, if we knew we could cheat this way, we would cheat it harder.
It's like basically having the NFL free agency and like having, we didn't know Patrick Mahomes would be on the market. So we gave a bunch of money to fucking Teddy Bridgewater. You know what I mean? It's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. So I retweeted these also from Jeff Goodman. He did a pretty good job at reporting all of us today. So this is one tweet. Bunch of coaches frustrated that they passed on 2-time transfers because the NCAA made it clear to them in compliance that these players would not be eligible this season. The quote is, "It's bullshit. We had a chance to go over and get those guys, but we didn't because the info that was given to us by the NCAA." And then he adds, "One athletic director also told me, as usual, those of us who did the right thing are being punished and the assholes are being rewarded. This was all made so clear a year ago. It's a disgrace that these coaches just went forward and are now benefiting from it."
I mean, he's got a fair point. They got a fair point.
Very fair point.
Yeah. I don't know how you correct that. It's just welcome to college sports.
Don't let Musa Cisse fucking eligible.
Yeah,
as soon as that happened, I'm like, nope, it's over. That's it.
Here's what you do. And you can't bend the rules. You have to say, hey, guess what? For college basketball's sake, not college football. Let's say college basketball. Hey, guess what? After this so-and-so date, let's say August 1st, everyone will only be able to transfer one time without sitting out a year. I don't care if your fucking mom's sick. I don't care if you want to live closer to the fucking beach. Just say it. If you got to be a dick, you got to be a dick. That's just the rules. But bouncing around, it has you looking like the worst. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like, I understand all the coaches being frustrated, just like if I'm a fan base, I'm frustrated. If you're a fucking fan of Southern Miss or whoever, you're sitting there just saying, what the fuck, man? We were talking about it in the chat. Georgetown fans. Clark's in there. He's a Georgetown fan. They knew they would have targeted different guys. So it sucks for the fans too. Just have something set in stone and stick to it. Even if it makes you a dick, stick to it. So at least people will say, well, yeah, they're assholes, but at least they're consistent assholes.
Yep.
So this isn't fucking rocket science.
TVDBJ in the chat, he goes, college isn't even amateur anymore. It's basically turning into a pro league, essentially. Did you see the midseason acquisition by Memphis of Naquan Tomlin? Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So they lose Jordan Brown, who just quit the team or whatever. I don't even know what the situation is with him. And all of a sudden they upgraded with a high major center from another power program that went to the Elite Eight last year. Oh, hey, come over here. Join us. We have a pool.
Looks good for my Memphis future.
Michigan State would have loved Naquan Tomlin too.
What's it called? The semester break is now the trade deadline. That's what it's turned into. Total shit.
It does suck, man. I'll tell you, I was just doing the football one and like the bowl games. You're just like, what the fuck is happening here? Every player's in the fucking portal.
Real quick, I know this is a college basketball show. Did I see Malik Murphy transferred?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if Quinn Ewers goes down, does that mean Archie Manning's quarterback?
It does. That does. So we got a little legendary story here.
I'm in amazement that we're at that point where you're gonna leave your team when you're 2 wins away from the national championship and you're 1 hit away from playing. That's amazing to me.
Alabama lost some players. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude,
what are we doing? Why is the transfer portal open right now?
That's what I'm saying. They got to fix that. Yeah. Put that shit on I understand the student semester is different, but I'm saying the students aren't getting paid $200,000 to fucking catch a ball. You know what I mean? Open that shit on January 10th, wherever. Just spitballing here. It's insane. It's fucking insane.
Madness.
Anyway, let's recap more because you're gonna
to put a bow on it. Just there's a lot of key players that are now going to be able to be active over the next 2 weeks. If you're betting on these games, make sure you know. Don't be caught off guard.
Yeah. Chad says, how do you even bet on a bowl game? Check out the College Football Experience pod because I actually think there are a couple ones worth betting on. There's a couple other games that are definitely not worth watching. All right. So here I am this morning. I was thinking about what you said, and on the show last night, and I was looking for another bet, throw some money down. And unfortunately, I decided to throw money down on this.
Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem.
Oh no, is this the one I think you're talking about?
I decided, I didn't, like I said last night on the show, I said, no, I'm not betting this, but I was bored this morning. I wanted to get in on some more action after losing the fucking Incarnate word game. And I said, I'm putting $100 on Louisville -3. They're gonna cover this thing against shitty ass Arkansas State, but no. You are personally held responsible for that. No, I'm joking.
You weren't on Twitter today.
In fairness to me, I did not see the shit show that was going to happen today.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Oh my God, what is wrong with this program?
I don't know what else there is to talk about. Kenny Payne's not going to be the head coach tomorrow after what just transpired today.
So a player transferred, but yet he didn't transfer, but the school announced he was transferring. And then the player saw that he was transferring via the interwebs, to quote the great George W. And what do we have here? We just have what is happening in this fucking locker room here?
He's got to go, man. That's it. That no more. Tonight was the last straw, and I mean there were plenty of last straws, but
there's like 12 people at the fucking game. Yeah.
There was nobody there. You just got drilled by DePaul. You had the guy that didn't have his fucking tights. Then you were confused by zone. Then you guys celebrated last year when you were in your first game in 9 games and had a Gatorade celebration. They got to cut the cord on this. This shit's done. No more. Yeah. No fucking more, Kenny Payne. That was an embarrassment. Honestly, they dressed the score up. That was a 20-point beatdown. That was embarrassing once again tonight by Kenny Payne and the Louisville Cardinals. He's got to go tomorrow.
So tonight. It's Karan Davis. That's who's in question here. Or not in question anymore. He's just not on the team.
Somebody get that guy a prostitute. Yeah. I mean, what a fucking mess. What a mess. What a terrible pick. Dude, so I've been burned on Louisville versus DePaul. And now Louisville versus Arkansas State. Back-to-back losses. Yeah.
Great win by DePaul.
Come on, like Colby, it's Louisville. We should just know better at this point. We went through it all.
That's what I said last night. And then I saw the line shrink to 3, and I was like, maybe they're on to something.
I mean, it gets to a point where you're like, you're an ACC school, I guess. The ACC is still high major by default, but you're laying 3 against Arkansas State, who's not even good. That's not even like McNeese State or anything. Arkansas State sucks as well.
Mac, can we limit the ACC ricochet shots? Because then I wake up to tweets, Nick, ricochet shooting at the Big Ten, and I have no choice. Suck. And then I have no choice to send another ricochet shot at the Pac-12. Like it my hand just gets forced, unfortunately. So
what's the Pac-12?
You please stop? They haven't. No. So last night he fucking says something about Louisville and the ACC being a mid-major conference. Nick listens to the show. He tweets out that the Big Ten hasn't. He's like, just for those who don't forget that the Big Ten hasn't won a national championship since 2000. And then I'm like, Pac-12 hasn't won a national championship in 24 years. Just
Pac-12 doesn't exist anymore.
Like now I feel like a dick because now I'm picking on a extinct.
The Pac-12 almost had a member that played for the national championship last year. It was very close. It was very close. They almost got him.
The Big Ten's been that way too for the past decade.
Hey, it's all right. I can't wait to add Arizona to the Big 12. They're number 1 in the country right now, just like Houston was number 1 last year. Come on in, let's go.
See, no, the only difference too, not that I care about the Pac-12, is that they were the Pac-10 and the Pac-12 for a long time. The Big Ten has always, well, at least since when? Since they grabbed all those shitty schools like Rutgers, Maryland, and Nebraska. They've always had more than 10 teams. Shit, even with Penn State, right? So they've had more opportunities to get to winning a national championship. See what I'm doing there? I'm repping the Pac-12. And Larry Scott's $50,000 fucking a night, stays in Vegas while no one in Los Angeles can watch UCLA. Fucking jackass. Well,
I'm lost. I need one of those sound effects that was like in no part of your incoherent rambling did any of that make sense to me. That's what I need.
My point is that you have 14 fucking schools. They have 12.
And we're named Big Ten. And they're named Pac-12 because they have 10 teams?
No, because you have more chances to win it when you have more teams.
You guys are fucked. Daddy Izzo's down this year. I don't know who's going to go on a run for you guys.
Purdue's always been daddy for this conference.
Oh, God. Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about. Daddy Izzo. He's
Good
had
luck.
13 losses for the last 7 years straight.
All right, let's fucking kill this.
Four in the last 20 years.
Portland Bible only scored 34 against Eastern Washington tonight. They did cover Noah's cocktail napkin number though. Eastern Kentucky lost to Louisiana. I'm glad I didn't bet this because I almost did. Instead, I bet Louisville, which I lost. So I guess I would have been fucked either way. But nice win for the Raging Cajuns. And then I'm going to give you a ton of credit here. UNLV beats Michael Kraton. This does help my argument though that Creighton's bullshit this year, and overrated in the Big East. What'd you make of this game? I didn't watch 1 second of it.
So they got the other Boone twin back, and it kind of went back. I thought UNLV would have a shot here. It was a buy low spot where they got talent on that roster. They have multiple Big 12 guys that came
I know
over
that.
with
I know that. Yeah.
Like they have been way underperforming. They finally got up for a game against a big time opponent and just took the fight to Kraton. This was never really a game in the second half. Kraton, man, Kraton's an interesting team. You want to fade them when they hit the road. That's for damn sure.
I'm never going to take them serious. Every year they try to fucking say Kraton. I know last year they went to Elite Eight, but I'm saying, and they almost went to the Final Four. But I just can't. I can't take them serious. I can't ever. I take them super serious.
They were a fingertip foul with 0.1 seconds left of the Final Four last year.
I know.
True, but didn't they? Shouldn't they have lost to who was that in the first round?
NC State. No, they should.
I feel like someone had them.
It was NC State. NC State had them on the.
Someone had them on the ropes. But yeah, I mean that's how it works. You know, FAU should have lost to Memphis. All this shit. You know,
Miami should have lost to Drake. Yeah.
Yeah. BYU wins by 16. The Pioneers, Denver, Noah Bieniek squad covers at the Super Soaker. Nice cover as BYU continues to roll. We didn't hit on the money line here, but we hit with Santa Clara. One of my few wins. And yeah, the sweat was legit. Utah State continues to impress me this year. I thought this was a year for regression. Yeah. They continue to impress me. Watch out for them as the season continues to build up here. What'd you make of this game, Mac?
So anybody watching right now wants to hop in the Discord. We were having a conversation during this game. Santa Clara got jobbed. They got a terrible whistle down the stretch. They missed a goaltending call that would have put Santa Clara up 6. Compounded with the technical foul on Herb Sendick. Changed the whole momentum. Swing. Yeah, it changed the whole momentum. Santa Clara got jobbed, but still, good win for Utah State. I mean, it's not their fault the refs suck. So great win, good program. Danny Sprinkle keeps it going.
Yeah, we got that one.
Yeah.
What's up?
I gotta admit, I was way off on Utah State in the preseason. Like I thought just a lot of new pieces, new coach. It was going to take a lot of time in a really good Mountain West. Granted, it's still non-conference season, but Mountain West might get 5 bids this year. Like they are playing very, very good in the non-conference right now. I mean, you just think of it tonight. They got a win over we'll get to the other two, but they got a win over Santa Clara, and then the next 2 games here, those are both good wins as well. Or the UNLV over.
Yeah, I was about to say one game. Yeah.
Kraton doesn't want to see another Mountain West team after Colorado State and UNLV undress them.
That's a very good point.
And San Diego State in last year's Elite Eight.
Woo! Seattle covered against San Francisco. I would have lost this had I been forced to bet on this. The Dons win by 3. Good job not fucking this up, San Francisco, but you almost did. And then I ate a bundle of shit on Weber State at Nevada. What the who the fuck is this Nevada team?
I hate Nevada.
They bother me. You know my thing. It's Alfred. He fucks with me. Shout out to DB Cooper. Tipped us $10, saying Santa Clara is dangerous. Let's go. I had a terrible night. It was 4-7. Don't like anything, but let's get to the game balls because my first game ball has got to be. It's got to be UNLV. I mean, like I thought that coach was going to get fired. I still think he's going to get fired, but this is a great point to, great start to turn it around. Big time win for UNLV against Michael Kraton. What are you doing here?
Yeah, let's go from plus 800 on the money line to plus 1,800 on the money line. Chicago State, baby. Goes into Big Ten country, gets it done. Little brother, baby. Let's go.
You like how I saved that one for you because of the money
I
line.
know. It's a team player. Tag team.
Second game ball, it's Utah State, man. The whole team is transfers. They're winning in November and December where we didn't think they'd be able to. The culture there, man. Logan. All right. Just don't drink the fucking drinks they give you. You're going to be fine. Who's your second game ball?
I know they suck. Arkansas State's got to get a game ball. I know
just
Louisville
for that win.
blows. Yeah, they fucked them up. I mean, they controlled the tempo. Brian Hodgson, former Alabama assistant, gets it done. Arkansas State game ball for me.
Yeah. Final game ball will be strong ass offer. Will Wade, a dominating performance, holding Southern Miss to less than 50 fucking points. Nice win for McNeese. Who's your final game ball?
Final game ball. Let's go to, you know what, man? Let's go to Charlotte. Let's go App State, man. 8-2, finds a way to get a big road win over a team that's pretty good at home. The Queens was 6-0 at home going into tonight. Good win, App State here.
Great win for Appalachian State there as they continue. Me and NC Nick were having a conversation about, man, they're turning into a basketball school now too. Watch out for the Mountaineers. All right, folks, before we get to tomorrow's action, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog Fantasy has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. They got NFL, NBA, NHL, college football, and college basketball. Simply pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in. Noah Bieniek's doing great work. He's like a Woodward and Bernstein over there doing articles, sportsgamblingpodcast.com, breaking down who did what, who's gonna do what. How you doing, Noah?
Not too good for the show pick yesterday. The article went 2-1, and I included the show pick in the article. Darius Brown lower than 21.5 points, rebounds, assists. Darius Brown had a season high tonight in everything. Like he went off for Utah State against Santa Clara. But Falslev was under, and Spencer Johnson higher than 7.5 rebounds and assists was maybe my favorite pick of the entire season. I wrote that in the article today. That one smashed in the first half. So good day. But unfortunately we have no chance at rolling it over because Underdog currently has no games out for tomorrow's 6-game slate.
But folks, trust me, they will for the weekend slate is fire. Obviously the Friday game, we got the Gonzaga UConn game and in Seattle. They're going to have you covered for all that. They do a great job at doing this. I highly recommend checking out Underdog Fantasy. And if you do, use that promo code TCESGPN for 100% deposit match up to $100. And if you sign up and use that code, take a screenshot or whatever, borrow your your uncle's fucking camera, the old, what was it? The what's the camera? Why am I drawing a blank? Where the Polaroid? That's what I was going for. I can't fucking talk. It's like my 5th fucking podcast today. Polaroids. Yeah, I don't care. Shoot it on that. Just get the fucking thing to me. All right. And if you do that, we're gonna give you a college experience T-shirt essentially. All right, brand new, not out of Max, laundry bin. Promise you that. So do that at TCE on SGPN, and let's go, folks. The Tuesday, December 14th slate, starting off with a complete banger.
Thursday.
Told you I've been doing a lot of fucking podcasts today. So
going backward in time.
This is my 5th fucking podcast today. Not that the picks are gonna be there, and it starts right here because I see Noah dressed like fucking John Elway's fucking child over there, right? Sitting over there, in his fucking orange and blue, and he's trying to subliminally tell me that's the fucking Denver Broncos. No, he's a Florida Gator fan. They're a little bitch ass institution. Oh, we invented Gatorade. No, they did not. It was University of Nebraska. They tried to claim that shit.
We named it Gatorade.
Yeah, well,
so we made it. We invented it.
And guess what? I'm gonna name them little bitches. All right, and that's what their name's gonna be moving forward because they think they can invite ECU into little Gainesville, the swamp. Trust me, we've been hammered at many a barbecues at ECU when you end up with a little case of swamp ass for how humid it is. We're gonna be fine in the fucking swamp. So
We believe in the virus, in the spirit of ECU. We believe every moment there was nothing that we couldn't do.
this is a smash spot, much like Chicago State last night. Not only should you be taking East Carolina, you should ride the money line because I can tell you this: Florida's not good. All right, Noah's been trying to sprinkle this fairy dust that they're good. No, all right, they keep honoring fucking Tom Petty. That's about the only thing they do right.
We beat the teams that we're supposed to beat, and we lose to the teams that are better than us.
No, this tomorrow I can't wait because you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. We should have beat South Carolina
because if he was, he would have been like, "Yeah, and East Carolina's better than you," right off the cuff. And see,
buddy. Let me tell you something.
He just doesn't have it.
Let me tell you something.
Because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. Or you don't coach at East Carolina. You don't come to East Carolina. You don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it.
Lock it up. Give me the 15.5. Sprinkle the money line. 4-7 was yesterday's news. That's because my boys weren't playing. They're not going to let me down here. What are you doing here, Mac?
I am joining you. I'm going to lock up your Pirates because what is not this get on deck? A little bit of a look ahead to Noah Bieniek Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. They think they're off.
Noah Bieniek Bowl is going to be fun in Charlotte. I wish I was there.
Moneyline, Mac. Lock it up.
And
that's
Barnes' team's always fucked with Florida. Schwartz, a disciple of Rick Barnes. He's familiar with these Gators. They're gonna be in this game. They're live. Let's go. Pirates.
Let's fucking go. Furman is catching 6.5 in New Orleans.
I'm fucking locking up Florida. Play the Tecmo. Get the fuck out of here trying to skip the next game.
Down.
Get out of here.
Out of here.
I mean,
East Carolina introducing their new guard, their shiny new toy. It's going to screw up all the chemistry that's already been through 10 games this season. Give me the damn Gators.
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, terrorist pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're going to pay for it. Good night.
Play me Tom Petty.
Would you rather hear "We Believe"
and
or
ECU's
Tom?
free falling.
Tom Petty didn't even go to college at Florida. They're like, "Oh, he's from Gainesville. We just got to play him." So what the fuck?
No, I won't back down.
Please, I don't want to lose any followers, dude.
I love ECU tomorrow, man. On a serious note, I love ECU tomorrow. Let's go.
We got a lock battle. ECU. I mean, no one wants to talk about how Ric Flair went to ECU, huh? You just don't want to do that, huh? Just don't want to do that. It's okay. How about the creator of the Golden Corral, ECU? All right. I'm not talking about the OK Corral. I'm talking about the Golden Corral. All right.
South Carolina was a warm up on Saturday. This one's the real game. Should have fucking won that game outright.
I know. Noah's he's gonna eat a big old bundle of shit. Furman's catching 6.5 at Tulane. I'm laying it with Tulane. What are you doing here?
Man, I like Furman here. I think these two teams are even. I'm tempted to lock Furman. It's a hard slate. There's not many games.
Yeah,
I'll lock it. Let's go. I'm locking it. Let's go.
Wow.
They're going to be in this game. This is going to be a one possession game.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Paladins. I think we should lock this. The Citadel is getting 14 or 13.5. Shop around at Charleston. Do you guys know where the Citadel is located?
It's in Charleston.
Citadel's been damn good this season too.
I'm locking it up. Give me the Citadel and the points. It's too many. And there's the whole military angle. So even if they're up big, they're going to call off the dogs. Great spot.
It is. Like the Citadel, they lost by 13 to NC State. They competed that game. They only lost by 4 to Boston College. They competed that game. Every time they've gotten up against a good team, they've competed. That's all you're asking for. Just play the full 40 minutes. They'll call off the dogs.
Maxco and Charleston, I think.
Oh yeah. Lay it. Lock battle. They're gonna win by 20. Charleston fucks Citadel up every time they play.
Pat Kelsey, this is one he's gonna lay off the dogs.
They're gonna win going away. Right.
We got a lock battle. The Citadel with Noah Bieniek and Pink Dundee, or Honeyline Mac with Charleston the Cougs.
Let's go, baby.
I'm going to keep this lock train going. 3 out of 4 games. Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State is getting 20.5 at Wisconsin.
Nope.
They're covering this, dude.
Yeah. Wisconsin's been playing all these big games, man. Like I don't see them winning. This is like Western Illinois a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They're going to fuck around.
Jacksonville State, double lock. Let's ride with the Gamecocks plus 20.5. Grambling is catching 23.5 at Drake in Des Moines.
Should we?
I'll take the points, but I'm not locking it. What are you doing here?
I'm going to take the points. Drake is off a 20-point win against Nevada. I may add this late, but I like the next one a little bit better.
ULM Lamar.
Oh, not this one. Actually, sorry. Sorry, I
was about to say, I was like, damn, you feel good about this one?
No,
I feel all right about it, but okay. ULM is catching 1.5 at Lamar. Give me ULM. What are you doing here?
Give me ULM. I think they're the better team. The only thing that I'm nervous about with Lamar is they've had a week off versus Monroe that just played. But I think Monroe's better. I'll take Monroe. But why is Lamar favored here?
That's the reason I didn't lock it up. It's the reason why I didn't lock it up. I go, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
And the final game of the night, the Tommies.
Oh, yeah.
Are heading into Milwaukee. Catching 24.5 against Shaka Smart and company.
They're not scared.
Oh, boy. You know, they never played before.
Remember last time they played a Big East school? They went into Kraton, and they were right there with the lead with 10 minutes
I'm
ago.
with you. Let's go.
They're hanging
Let's
in there
fucking
tonight.
go.
Let's go. Tommies, baby.
Give me the 24.5. Lock it up. Noah, what are you doing here?
This is the Cocktail Napkin's favorite pick of the day. It's got this one at plus 21, so we're getting 3.5 points on the Tommies. Let's go.
Almost good.
Triple lock on the Tommies. What could go wrong?
At Marquette.
Yeah, at Marquette.
But the other thing is Marquette has their first Big East game on deck, Providence.
Oh, yeah. They're not worried about this game.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever.
Pass, pivot, cover. Let's go, Tommies, go.
Yeah. Oh, man. Shout out to Brian Parsons, who goes, the fucking Shocks have been the majority of my vocabulary for the past 24 hours. Oh, man. God bless you, Brian. All right. He's over there. I feel for his wife, his friends, whoever the fuck he lives with, because I could just see him going around the house going, the fucking Shocks are covering. They're a covering machine. Yeah, I'm excited to cap the next Sharks game. But yeah, I mean, that's our slate. The slate is absolute shit besides the ECU game, let's be honest. And yeah, so my locks. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I feel like, what do we not? Well, let's bet that Grambling Drake game.
I'm added it. I've already added it. It's on my notepad. It's on my
Grambling and 23.5, right?
Yeah. They're staying in that thing. They lose by 18.
Let's do it. Folks, there's only, 5 games, 6 games? East Carolina plus 15.5. Sprinkle that money line. Citadel plus 14. Jacksonville State plus 20.5. Grambling plus 23.5. St. Thomas plus 24.5. Those are Dundee's locks. Which one do I like most? East Carolina. Get the fuck out of here with the other ones. Mac, fire.
Yeah, I got ECU at the Swamp as well. Give me Furman. I think they're live here. I think they might win the game at Tulane. Tulane's a little bit overrated. Charleston laid the big number against Citadel. Win by 20 again. Jack State's going to hang in there with Wisconsin after all those big games. Grambling at Drake off the Nevada game. And the Tommies, baby. Tommy's going to hang in there. Pass, pivot, shot fake, head fake, cover. Let's go, Tommies.
How many bank shots will go in? Can we set that over under?
Fundamentals will be at a premium, baby.
All-time high.
They should only shoot underhanded free throws, though. Like, what team is going to do that and bring that back?
Rick Barry, baby.
I would have already done that shit if some of those teams that can't shoot for shit.
Florida brought it back, and you're fading them tomorrow.
No, not
Barry's
the whole
son.
team.
It was Barry's grandson.
Yeah.
Canyon.
There's one player. I'm talking about the whole team, buddy. And I'll always fade Florida. Those fucking.
He broke the consecutive free throw record.
Fucking.
My number one's probably ECU.
Gators.
I like the
Get
this Florida shit out of here. They're not.
Yeah.
They got Michigan on deck. They just played.
They ain't looking ahead to a Michigan team.
Mike Miller's not walking through that door, buddy.
The entire program at Michigan's underwater. Like, they ain't looking ahead to Michigan. Get out of here with that.
ECU's gonna fight. They're gonna fight tomorrow night. Let's go.
Noah, what's your locks? And what's the one you feel best about?
All right, the Pirates are free falling in the swamp. Give me Florida. Lock up the points. Minus 15.5 with the Gators.
The fuck is that?
Then I'm taking the points with the Citadel as well. Give me the 14.5 with them, and then the final pick of the day, the Cocktail Napkins' favorite pick of the day, plus 24.5 with the St. Thomas Tommies going in the Marquette. Just a little bit of a look ahead spot for Marquette too at Providence next week.
I think we love Jack State too, Colby. I think they're going to hang in there. They're off back-to-back losses at home, going to the Kohl Center. I think they're going to hang in there, man. They're athletic. They can bother Wisconsin. Let's go.
I like that a lot too. Let's go. Let's have some fun, folks. Give Noah Bieniek a follow. Look, he may be a little confused about life. Because we know anyone that fades East Carolina, they are confused about life and they have issues. Be patient with him. Who's going to come around? You know, he's kind of like Kurt Warner, the former quarterback of the Rams. Took him to year 30 till he actually could accomplish anything in life. He was sitting there working at a grocery store. They made a fucking whole movie about it. Never saw it because it looked awful. But you know what I mean. He's working at a grocery store. And Noah Bieniek's there right now. He's basically on that level right now where we're hoping the Iowa Barnstormers check him out. What's up, buddy?
Kurt Warner got in the mud today on Twitter. I don't know if you saw that.
No, what did he say?
Called out Cam Newton for not being a game managing quarterback.
Yeah, Kurt Warner. He's got a lot of dumbass opinions, in my opinion. He's like, all football games should be in a dome. It's like, dude, he was a lawn chair ass quarterback. Now look, it worked out. He was very lucky to have Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt. All right, he could throw exactly. Dick Vermeil, and he got very lucky. Trent Green tore his ACL.
He had the beginning of Fitz's career too.
Yeah, maybe be quiet about Cam Newton, all right? Because Cam Newton is probably a fucking when it was all said and done, Cam Newton's probably a better quarterback than Kurt Warner. Just lucky that Kurt Warner was on a Super Bowl team.
I just think Kurt Warner was stepping in and defending this guy Brock Purdy because they're very comparable.
Yeah, lawn chair quarterbacks with little athleticism that are very fortunate. There was this whole pandemic.
Surrounded by
everyone talks about the plumbers in the NBA, right? They say like Kevin McHale was a plumber, which I'm like, no, he could actually play, right? He could actually fucking play. The other side of that coin that I would argue is that the NFL for so long just wouldn't let the black quarterback play. College football was way ahead of it. Charlie Ward should have been in the fucking NFL a long time ago. So not only the black quarterback, just the athletic quarterback. It's like we saw Steve Young happen once, and they're like, "Whoa!" Right? And Randall Cunningham, "Whoa!" But it was like you could only have one of those. And meanwhile, there was a pandemic in the '90s of just lawn chair ass quarterbacks.
Whoa, that guy can move.
Mark Rippon for the Redskins, winning a Super Bowl. That guy, I don't, it's impressive that he gets to tell his grandchildren that he was a professional athlete. I'll tell you that. It's impressive. So anyway, my point. There was a lot of lawn chairs. There were Phil Simms, all those guys. There was a lot of fucking lawn chair quarterbacks out there. Go look at the 90s. Dave Craig, you can go one by one on how many fucking lawn chair quarterbacks. There should be a 30 for 30. We should produce it because that and also the centers in the NBA. See, they say plumbers just because they look like it. I would argue and just say centers in the like the 80s and 90s that got paid, like Chris Dudley and Felton Spencer and shit like that. But that's for another episode on another day. Anyway.
All I got to say to finish it off is check out sportsgamblingpodcast.com for the Underdog fantasy article. We'll talk about the picks on tomorrow's show. But also just like, rate, review, subscribe. I mean, all of that does.
Surprise, too. I like that, too. Surprise.
Surprise. I don't know if I said something wrong there, but I mean, it does wonders. So we appreciate it a lot if you would do that.
Yeah, no, it really does. Look, if you guys, and even comment, look, maybe we don't get to your comment. Comment on the page afterwards. That always helps. And
if Colby doesn't get to your comment, he'll get to it on the show and call you out for it. And he's done that a couple of times.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. All right, so leave it afterwards. Yeah, Vinny Testaverde was the ultimate lawn chair. I mean, that was one. Even Drew Bledsoe was a fucking. I like Drew Bledsoe. I've met Drew Bledsoe. Nice guy. Lawn chair though. Lawn chair. There's a lot out there. We could do a whole episode on that. Until next time, folks. This is the college basketball experience. Till next time, you better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
There was nothing that we couldn't do. We said